Hello, hello, everyone. Today we are here with Bethany, who has a brand new journal out. We're here to talk about this today. And more or less, a big part of the blueprint was to show that the afterlife is a thing, it exists. And Bethany has helped me do that with this journal. So we're here to talk about this today. This is Unsilenced. It is a mediumship conversational journal. At the end, we will tell you about a giveaway that we're doing that ends actually on the 11th. So you'll have to kind of jump on that if you want to enter. But this is Unsilenced. And Bethany, do you want to tell us a little bit about how it came to be?
What's interesting is probably a couple years ago, I was having a talk with my neighbor, and she was scrolling through Amazon looking for a book to give to her grandbaby because her son is no longer with us. And she was like, "This is just so dark. Everything that's coming up in Amazon is talking about daddy says goodbye and da 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 da." So I mean, I just talked to her about that. So I was like, that's silly. Why don't they have a mediumship book that says daddy says hello and like teaches kids how to like form a connection with their passed on loved ones? And she was like, "That's $1 million idea." Da, 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 da. And then fast forward to what was it? It was a conversation that I started thinking in my head that it would be a good idea maybe to do a shadow work journal. This is like if you mesh those two ideas and put them together, that's what this is. And then randomly Ashley was like, "Hey, I have an idea." And she didn't even know that these thoughts were occurring like years ago. So here we are. And she was like, "This is an idea. What if we did this?" And I was like, "Oh my God." And here we are. Here we are. And yeah, that's really it. It's
So,
crazy.
so the cover of this journal is very significant. Do you want to tell us why?
Okay, because my dad was a lawyer, and I believe so. I think of Anubis, honestly, whenever I look at this, because Anubis, he stands right there. Whenever you go to the other side, folklore, whatever, and he holds a pair of scales. And if your heart is as light as a feather, you can go in. So whenever I see this, I think, well, in order to be able to receive your passed on loved ones' messages, you've got to be able to have that heart as light as a feather as well. So that's what I mean. And but the feather is doubling as the writing tool to communicate with them, which is really, really cool. And love is a thing that expands this connection. It's very difficult for you to really get what they're saying when you're so full of turmoil and grief. I'm not saying don't grieve your passed on loved ones. Please do honor your feelings. But when you tap into that love a little bit, like more, like say there's a scale, there's the grief and the love. You can balance that those two energies out, those two emotions out, and boom, that's going to open that. And it's there waiting for you. But the love has to kind of, you got to feel that love with that grief. And it's very expansive. And
Right.
there's where you can take that pen and allow them to change. And this is with a lot of artists. You hear about Led Zeppelin. He channels. He lets them write the songs. And I don't know. That's what comes to my awareness just then. But yeah. So he was a lawyer. So this is his way of balancing the scales for me. After a time of massive injustice, being able to do this. This is to me justice. Like right here. Like how cool is that?
Yeah. Especially the title, Unsilenced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's like, "I'm not gonna be quiet. I'm not gonna stop talking. I still have things that are left that we need to work on to balance the scales." So here's the start of that.
Right. Right. So in the directory, there is the titles of all the letters. So to use this, they can always look and see which one sticks out to them, or use it as an oracle, open to a random page, or go in order, whatever they want to do, right? So what do you want to do to start? Do you want to open to a random page? Do you want to pick a page number? What are you feeling called to do?
I like the random pick a page because then you know for sure it's, not on purpose.
Right. Okay, so let's do the first one. where actually, let's see. Let's see how your dad would like us to do this.
Okay.
Let's see. It's giving "Don't worry, be happy."
He was singing that yesterday. Oh, what? Okay.
Okay.
Okay. That's
Alright, let's,
literally
uh
literally just out. Yeah.
okay, so Justice and then the Magician would lead me to believe, let's do one without the cards first, so your dad just comes through, and then let's do the second one, Magician, communication using a tool. Let's show them, okay, if you are not able to channel in this way yet, this is how you can use cards to do it. So let's do it just no cards first.
Okay.
Um, that was very direct answer. Okay, tell me when to stop.
Stop.
The light you left lit. So page 182. Do you wanna read the passage or do you want me to read it?
I can read it.
Okay.
Okay. Um, the song that's coming to my awareness is "I'll Leave a Light On." I forget by who it is, but it's literally listed in the songs that my in the playlist in the very
Mhm.
beginning that my dad it is the second song, my dad's playlist. And here we are. The light you left lit. Okay, the light you left lit. Grief often arrives with unfinished conversations. Guidance without goodbye is a theme that surfaces when someone we love leaves before we feel ready. Before the final words, the last advice, the closure we thought we'd get. Psychologically, this creates a sense of emotional disorientation. We search for their voice in our memories, replaying moments, wondering what they would have said if they had stayed just a little longer. This longing is part of our brain's attempt to restore connection and safety in the face of loss. Spiritually, guidance doesn't require goodbye. From the perspective of spirit, love and wisdom are not bound by time or final moments. The guidance they give you, whether spoken or felt, was never meant to end. It continues to unfold in your life, in your choices, in your quiet knowing. Spirit sees how you reach for their words, how you carry their essence, how you live by the truths they left behind. Their departure didn't silence their guidance. It made it sacred. This page is your invitation to listen, to name the guidance that still lives in you, to speak the question you never got to ask and the answers you feel in your bones. You are allowed to feel both longing and clarity. You are allowed to grieve the goodbye you didn't get, and you are allowed to let their wisdom guide you, not as something lost, but as something eternal. Their guidance didn't end with goodbye, it began where the words left off.
So now you can do something like before going into the next page, you can grab an oracle deck, the one that I was guided to pull a specific few off of my shelves. One of them was the Healing Waters. So let's see. So she read the first page. She's about to go into the second page. Let's just get the energy. Let's open the container, right? So beneath the surface, what's really driving you? True motives breaking free, unsilenced. The light breaking free. Okay. So you can just sit with this energy. Essentially, Bethany designed this so the container is opened and then you're invited to walk in. Okay. So open container, invite to walk in, and then the container's open, you're in the container, and then you can also receive, right? So when you pull an oracle in between, it's kind of like your loved one giving you the head nod or the thumbs up. So essentially, Bethany's dad here would be like, yes, time to go beneath the surface and essentially highlight where Bethany allowed herself to crack open so the light could come in. Okay. So, um, do you want to just kind of go over how they would go about answering these at the top there, which is their response or their answer to their loved one?
Yeah, I can like use like what I'm getting as an example.
Yeah.
So okay, the little top part says the moment I felt your guidance even after you were gone was okay, so I had he He did not try to do this lightly at all. He was like, "Boo, I'm a ghost." The very first time I experienced him was full apparition form. Everything else after that was like signs and synchronicities and stuff like that. But I mean, I saw him, like literally saw him, like I'm looking at you. So it freaked me out. Um, I've got chills just talking about this. He appeared as if I was seeing an actual human. I was actually laying in my godmother's lap, and I was looking at her. I was crying. I was going through absolute. I was just not okay at the time. And I was laying on her lap and I was looking up at her, and all of a sudden it wasn't her, it was him, and he was holding me. And this is why I'm doing what I'm doing, because I had that experience. I can't go back from that. And oh my gosh, like I'm shaking. And he smiled a smile, like in this smile, and it looked like he was really there. And I wasn't seeing her face anymore. It was him. And then he smiled the smile, but he didn't say anything with the smile. He had this like twinkle in his eye. It was just the biggest smile I've ever seen in my life. And he was like saying to me without talking. So essentially, like telepathically. And I heard in my head, wait till you get here. It's like nothing you've been told. And then he slowly started to fade away and it was like vaporized, like he vaporized. So that was my turning point where I knew everything that I've been told, what happens over there was a lie. Um, because I mean, how do you go back from that? So that was the start, the guidance, right? That was the start of everything just crumbled after that. That's whenever I really started to go through a deconstructing process with my like religion, and everything started falling away. Because if he said so, I believe him, and I know what I've seen. So the guidance started really deconstructing from Christianity, um, massively. And I'm still doing that to this day by seeing and experiencing the spirit realm firsthand.
Right. Right.
Okay, so that's my answer for that.
Hold on, let's get a card. 7. Pot of Gold, Thank You for Loving Me by Bon Jovi. Pot of Gold at the end of the rainbow. Smell of sunblock, and we have the light. He's like, "Yeah, the light was real bright that time, wasn't it?"
Yeah, yeah.
And a pinky promise, red string of fate. So, like, I literally never left. And number 7, the thing I loved most about our time together was the connection that never faded even after death. He's like,
See
"I
how
said
real
what
it
I
is,
said." And
you guys.
9 of hearts is 9 of
Oh,
cups with
today's
fulfillment.
9/9. Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Oh,
yes.
yeah. Today's
Yeah.
9/9.
See, if you can't put the dots together, I mean, I'm sad for you, honestly.
And
I do.
some moments are so powerful, they echo forever. What did I just send out this morning?
The
Echoes of the
the
Unsolved.
echoes, yeah! Oh my gosh. Oh my god. See,
We knew
how do
he
you
was gonna be loud, though.
yeah, yeah, like, sometimes I'm just, like, speechless, like, how do you not see this? But, you
Well, now they will.
know.
Now they will. Alright.
Okay, the next one. The hardest part of not getting to say goodbye is, like, obviously, I get that we miss their physical presence, but because of me and my dad continue a conversation all day, every day, like, I don't feel that regret as I once did before this really all started between us in 2012, 2000, yeah, it was probably about 2013 when I experienced that, and then everything changed. But there was that time after he passed of deep regret because, you know, when he left, it was unexpected. I did not. He actually asked me to go to the place with him that I was supposed to go. Like he wanted to take me to the barn, and he called. He said, "You want to go?" And I was like, "No," right? Because I was too busy. I was a teenager. I was doing whatever I was doing. So that was it. It was a regret of not being able to show up because what if I could have prevented his death if I went? You know. Um, yeah, yeah.
Let's see his response. And I'm gonna go back and forth, actually. I'm gonna use this time, and then we'll use tarot for the response the next time. Because if they don't have this deck, I want them to still be able to. Number 4, fundamental analysis. Don't stop believing by Journey. Don't stop believing fundamental analysis. You weren't supposed to be there.
You
Interest
need to
writing. You weren't supposed to be there. You'll see it through the journal. Ain't no mountain high enough. What number did I say? 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. What I didn't understand before was that love was the only thing that truly mattered. It's like
it
it's like you weren't supposed to be there and there's nothing but love.
it feels like he I don't, like, have 1,000% proof on this, but it feels like when they go, that's their time. That's their time because they're there to assist us over there in ways that they can't really do so as a human. And I'll tell you guys, like, for real, like, the relationship I have with my dad is not the same relationship that I had with him when he was a human. In fact, we're closer, okay? And he's done more for me than I can even fathom since he's been but you have to be able to see it, and I wanna gift this to people so bad.
Right, right. It's like he knew how bad you wanted to do that.
Yeah,
He's like, "That's."
yeah.
'Cause sometimes when you can't heal certain grief and when your loved one passes, there's certain healing, like, that you can't really all the way get to because you can't experience them in that way again. So it's like in
Yeah.
order to transmute that, you can find someone else who needs healing and help them heal, and then you're like, "Oh, I healed from that too."
Yeah, yeah,
Yep.
yeah, absolutely. I think I always say, like, my medicine is helping. That's the only thing, like, and it's kind of actually selfish, but is it? I don't know, but, helping other people truly is like taking a medicine because it gives you that sense of fulfillment and purpose, and without fulfillment and purpose, I feel lost personally.
Mm,
I can't. So,
right.
yeah, 1,000%.
Yeah, absolutely.
Um, okay, so what I still need to say about the way you shaped me. Uh, uh, I think it was the way that he still showed up even when I pushed him away or I was in that because I mean, I was a teen and I was very much so, like, rebellious like all of us were and wanted to do my own thing, but the way that he still showed up regardless of the way that my lack of care, um, I don't know, that was just a true, he didn't treat me any differently. He you could tell he would show up and he would be sad. There would be this sad energy to him, but he still showed up. And yeah, that's something that I'm still working through. Because in the spiritual community, we're taught so much to reflect our worth and reflect our worth and reflect our worth. If my dad is being honest, being around me did not reflect his worth. So I'm trying to learn as a human right now, like, how do I go back into places and spaces like he did that's not reflecting my worth, but still anchoring love? That's difficult, like that, because the lessons are continuing to be reflect your worth.
Mm,
So he
absolutely.
did something probably that he wasn't supposed to be doing, but that's still the biggest thing that stands out to me.
Right. It's like you in order to become the best version of yourself, you need to see a version that's not that and be like, "Okay, I don't wanna do that anymore." But you
Mhm.
would never be able to make that choice unless you had that comparison.
Right, right.
6 of Cups, Jesus and the children.
Okay.
And what did Jesus do when the children misbehaved or were distant? He still loved them just the same.
Oh, that's so sweet.
When Jesus saw this, he was indignant. He said to them, "Let the little children come to me and do not hinder them, for the kingdom of God belongs to such as these." Your dad's like, "Yeah, I still loved you the same.
It's just
Still the same." Still the same. Nothing else to say.
Hey, yeah, with a lot of edges, he kinda reminds me of Jesus. That's so weird, okay. With a lot of edges, though, with a never mind, I can't say the word on
It's
here
the love.
probably.
It's
Yeah,
the same energy of the love.
yeah, and yeah, exactly. Exactly, it's amplified since being over there, and that's how you know whenever you really are transformed when you go over there.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it can start here, though, I wanna say that, it can start here.
I agree. Yeah, it's like
Okay.
turning up the volume on that light.
Yeah. Did you see the light in the card? The
Yeah,
card
yep,
boom.
yep, yeah.
Yeah. Um, okay, if I could ask you one question about what I'm facing now, it would be I literally just said it. How in the world do I show up in places and spaces that don't reflect my worth the way that you did for me?
Strength. It's Daniel in the lion's den. And look, it's the light, it's the same light. He's like, "You just take that light
Yeah, it's
that
like
I showed
coming
you."
down, like, into a cave, like,
Yep,
it's hard, okay? That is hard. I've gotta really like, this is why healing is so important because you've gotta be able to get in this place where you can go into those places and spaces and not be triggered and not be reactive out of your wounds because that's exactly even thinking about it, I'm, like, triggered,
right.
so it's difficult.
And he's like, "It's hard, it's definitely dark, and there's definitely angry lines there, and, like, the
Yes.
bones of those who didn't make it, but
Right.
you
Right.
are sitting in the light." That you literally just said, he showed you it, and then he's like, "Oh, you wanna know how to get through it? Just use what I showed you." I love it.
I love it too. He's always right, okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. So the way I carry your guidance in my life is literally I feel like every single thing that I am doing in my life right now is him moving through me. It's an all day every day conversation. If you are going to get in a conversation with me, I guarantee you by the time that you're done with the conversation with me, we've had said something about my dad.
See you again.
A magnifying. I have
See
a
you
pair of
again, next conversation.
When I was on my walk yesterday, there was a pair of glasses. Like, somebody left their glasses, like, in the middle of the forest. That Oh my god. I kid you. I cannot. That's
Number
exactly what they looked
3.
like too, girl. They were black, whatever those things are called.
Number
I'm too
3,
spun.
look beyond the expected. Step back from the situation. What changes when you remove the emotion? He's like, "Look at it with logic." That's funny.
Oh my
That's real
gosh.
funny. Okay, so now you poured in you identified the container, you opened the container, and now you're like, "Okay, container's open,
Yeah, definitely.
containers identified, let's pour in." How do we go about answering this? Let's do this one without cards, and then when we do the second one, we'll do everything with cards so that we can show
Okay.
it that way.
Okay. All right. Do you want me to just fill in what I feel like he would say? Okay. I have always I'm hearing been there.
I believe that.
Yeah. Yeah. Presence. presence. You believe
I'm gonna write this down.
that that is speaking in my perspective that I was hard to love. You believe that I was hard to love, that you think that you were too hard to love. But what I truly cherished was presence. So I said that in the so I have always been there. You believe you were hard to love, but what I truly cherished was presence. I never needed you to I never needed you to it's giving like it to be easy in order to love you. I never needed you to I'm wording that wrong though.
To be
Um
perfect.
yeah, to be perfect in order to love you because I heard the word brilliance. He told me all the time, Bethany, you can do anything you put your mind to. And I struggle with neurodivergencies and whatever. And you know, he'd always be like, it doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. You can do
Mhm.
anything you put your mind to. Um, okay. You worry about not being good enough. Yet I only remember. Oh, wait, did I just do that?
No, you didn't.
Oh, okay.
I
I
always
only
saw brilliance in you. You worry about not being good enough, yet I only remember.
see this requires self love and healing because I struggle with this. um,
I'm hearing it's not supposed to be easy. You know that. That's why you made it like this.
it makes me want to cry. Yeah. Um, ah, um, yeah, because I was fully operating out of my shadow self. I was not easy. Uh, I'll be honest, I was a spoiled little brat. You know, I
I've been
was.
there. I've been there. Yeah.
Um, I'm hearing your laugh, but I'm seeing myself in my mind's eye as you know, when I was a little girl, I had blonde hair up until I was like 4 or 5, and I'm seeing like it's like he's showing me, and all he's seen was his little girl. So I only remember the little girl. What I want you to know is love never dies. Every time uh, you remember, I feel close to you. Even now, I see love in the way you live. Please release guilt. You have always been and will always be perfect in my eyes. I didn't need a goodbye to keep guiding you. My love is still here, woven into your steps, your strength, your becoming. It's
Very
hard.
good. Okay, let's
Trying
do.
not to cry on camera as a whole.
You can cry. Okay, so let's do this. So after you complete that section, you have a little letter back from your loved one. Now let's go from the top with Bethany's. I have all
Stop it.
I kid you not. I wish that would have been on camera, but it wasn't. I have always been present. These are the same cards that came out in the beginning. I've always
Oh
been
my
present.
god.
I never left. I've always been present. Let me put these back in because that's too many. I only wanted one.
See,
All
that's
right.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I've always been present. His confirmation was justice, which is the cover of the book. You believe that you were hard to love as a child. No, you weren't. You were innocent. You didn't know what you didn't know. But what I truly cherished was presence. What I truly cherished was presence because I wanted to protect you. And my presence helped me show how I could protect you. I never needed you to be perfect. 6 of Wands. I was proud of every one of your achievements. I never needed you to be perfect in order to love you because I always saw brilliance in you, 2 of Wands, in the way that you were able to plan your way out of things.
Oh, wow.
You worry about not being good enough, yet I only remember that blonde little girl and her big laugh. 5 of Wands in reverse. I don't remember your hardest times. I mean, I do, but, like, that's not what I think of. I think of that little girl.
Oh.
Um, what I want you to know is love never dies because I'm always talking to you, and you know that.
You don't stop.
Every time you remember, I feel close to you. Every time you remember, I feel close to you. That helps you put down the burden. Um, even now, I see love in the way you live, in the actions that you take, and in your heart, and in your being a mother, the actions you take in motherhood. Please,
Oh.
please release guilt. Oh, Wheel of Fortune. Please release guilt and move forward regardless of what other people projected onto you. You have always been and will always be perfect in my eyes. I didn't need a goodbye to keep guiding you. My love is still here, woven into your steps, your strength, your becoming. All you need to do is not block me out, and I'm there. Queen of Pentacles on the
Oh.
bottom. That's the mother card you said. So that's how you use the journal. All right. So let's do one where if someone is not someone who's used to channeling, they want to communicate with their loved one, they have this and they have only a tarot deck, only a plain, regular
Okay.
Rider-Waite deck.
Okay.
Let's show them how they would do everything. Do you want to open to a random one on yours and then I'll match it?
Yeah. All right. Let's see. The wound that didn't feel fair. Grieve. You want me to read it all?
Which page?
Or oh, sorry. 84.
Yeah, you can read it. 84.
Okay. Okay, the wound that didn't feel fair. Grief is often painted as sorrow, but beneath this is what I was talking about. But beneath the tears can live a sharper emotion, betrayal. The betrayal I felt is a truth many carry, but few speak aloud. Psychologically, betrayal is in grief arises when expectations are shattered. When someone leaves without warning, without explanation, or without resolution, it can feel like abandonment, like being left behind in a storm you didn't choose. Sometimes the betrayal is tied to the circumstances of their death or to promises they couldn't keep. Sometimes it's about the silence they left you in. Spiritually, betrayal is not a failure of love, it's a fracture in trust. From the perspective of spirit, the soul does not betray. The human experience is messy, imperfect, and often beyond our control. Spirit sees your pain and holds it without judgment. The betrayal you feel is valid. It's the echo of a bond that mattered. But Spirit also invites you to see beyond the rupture, to understand what it feels like, that what feels like betrayal may have been confusion, fear, or timing beyond their grasp. Love doesn't always arrive in the way we need it, but it still existed. This page is your permission to speak the betrayal, to name it, to rage if you need to. You are allowed to feel let down. You are allowed to feel hurt. You are allowed to begin healing, not by erasing the betrayal, but by honoring the truth of it. What felt like betrayal was often love tangled in limitation.
That's the one that when I did the random one on TikTok, this is the page that I opened to. Your
Oh
dad's like,
my,
"I'd like you both to do this page, please." Do you wanna
because
pull some kinda oracle as the transfer card?
yeah. Okay. I've
It can
just
be any of them. Doesn't matter which one.
do you want me to do tarot or like an actual oracle
Do
deck?
a oracle one for this one, and
Okay.
then we'll do tarot for the whole other page.
Okay. Let me. Hmm. So this reminds me of the same. Doesn't it kind of look?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I like that one.
Okay.
They're the same color too.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like the exact same thing. Yeah. Crazy. Okay. I haven't used this deck in like years.
Aw, it's probably saved for this special occasion.
Maybe. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Earth School.
Aw, I love it.
Earth School, life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. So betrayal. We learn the most from betrayal, whether we are perceiving it from them leaving us on this human earth realm or other people that are still here. Gosh, that is the most like you jam pack an initiation into that betrayal will do it.
Yeah,
That betrayal will do it.
yeah, yeah.
Um okay, so what's next? You want me to just read
Let's
that?
do them, and then let's do okay, so let's imagine that the person that's trying to do this has no idea of any of these answers. So let's do start with 3 cards, and then if you need to pull more, but let's do the intention of 3 cards. Now, the first one is you answering. So, like, let's say they're stuck and they say, "The moment I felt betrayed by you was," and they're sitting there and they're like, "Okay, there's a million," or they're sitting there and they're like, "I can't think of one." 3 cards, show them how it would lead them in the direction with the cards that come out.
Okay. With the same deck?
Do tarot for this one.
Tarot? Okay. I'll leave that there. Okay, so the moment I felt betrayed by you was, and we'll do 3 cards.
Yeah.
Okay, so the moment I felt betrayed by you was King of Wands, upright, the Magician, and the World. Okay, so the King of Wands is about leadership. The Magician is about transmutation. It was in the World is about cycles completion. Um, how am I supposed to do this essentially without you here? Like, how dare you? Like, I don't have a way to I don't even know how to adult. I didn't even know how to adult. Right. So like I relied on my parents for all the adult things. Hey, how do you do this? Hey, how do you do this? Hey, can you do this for me? It was
Mhm.
more of like this feeling of like, I don't know how to life. I don't know how to take the lead in my own life and do these things that this earth requires me to do.
Right. Right.
So it was more of like a selfish thing, honestly, of I don't know what the heck I don't even know how to do anything. Who am I gonna call?
Little did you know, he was like, "I'm coming.
Yeah.
Give me 10
Yeah,
minutes. Let me get my wings on."
yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I love it.
So, ooh, okay, so you want to go to the next one?
Yeah.
Okay, the hardest part of carrying that betrayal is the King of Wands again. Temperance, Ace of Wands, King of Wands. The hardest part of carrying that betrayal is I don't think I carry it anymore, right? Like, I don't carry it anymore because I have learned through experience how to do this, and I'm at peace with it now. I've become inspired by the things that I have done in order to realize that I don't need help doing I can do these things by myself now. So we're not there anymore. We don't hold that against him for not being here because he's helped me through so many things, even over there.
Mm,
And I
hold
can do
on.
it with a sense of independence.
Hold them at you. King of Wands, Ace of Wands, and Temperance.
Uh-huh.
And King of Wands came out in the first pool. It was King of
Yeah.
Wands, the Magician, and what?
What was it? King of Wands and Magician. What was it? Why did
Well,
I blue?
either way, King of Wands came out twice because King of Wands gave you the Ace of Wands. King of Wands gave you the fire from when he became an angel. And the
Oh,
world.
it was the world,
When
yeah.
he went through the portal, he handed you the fire.
That's this was it's like I can still do this with a sense of independence because it's just me, but he's within me, helping me.
Right.
So he's still helping me, but I don't need your help because little do you know I've got a little
He showed you where the flame was so that you could flip what's that? Smolder it, whatever, and make it grow. He was like,
Yeah,
"Hey,
yeah.
look, there it is over there. Remember that? The
It had
flame."
to be like extinguished though for me to learn how to make it do this.
Right, right. Yeah, he literally just gave you a visual. When I went through the portal, I gave
Yeah.
you the fire.
Yeah, yeah, that's literally it that gave me this peace and helped me kinda take the lead in my own life because I know I'm not okay until I get those certain things done. That's my nervous system, right? But whenever I do, I feel a sense of accomplishment and peace. And now I'm learning how to become at peace without having to do those things, or when I get I'll get to them when I get to them. Let me not destroy
Right,
my nervous system until I get to them, though.
right, yeah, yeah, aw, yeah.
Yeah, he's cool. Okay, so what I need to say about how it broke me is okay, so this is me. What I would need to say about how it broke me. What I need to say about how it broke me. Mm, hmm. Okay, the moon in reverse, 7 of swords, which is the card of betrayal. The grief. Okay, what I need to say about how it broke me is I it it's a present moment still to this day thing, but illusions revealed, betrayal, and grief. I I need answers, right? Like, and I feel like my dad would be able to give me those answers if he was here. Um, it's one thing to be able to receive what we're receiving from our past on loved ones, but it's another thing to trust. I can trust with everything else, but other than my own stuff. And it's because we're so emotionally close to the situation, it blurs our ability to be able to like see. Um, so this is the sense of betrayal is like a present moment thing. It's like I need answers. And if you were here, you would be able to give me those answers like with your words.
Remember this card?
Yeah.
Step back from the situation. What changes when you remove emotion? He brought you right back to this card. Oh, see you again. He knew he was gonna bring you back to the card.
See
You
you
right
again
back.
and again and again. Yeah. Mhm. I love him though. He frustrates me, but I love him. If I could ask you one question about why it happened, okay. If I could ask you one question about why it happened, it would be why why it happened. Why did you moving forward? Okay, lack of confidence. Let's see. If I could ask you one question, why? Okay, so I guess I would need to kind of explain kind of how he passed. So I had a horse and he went out there to take care of her. And we don't know exactly what happened. They just found him brain unalived in the field. And my horse was just running wild. So it was a very hot day. It was the end of well, it was September 2nd. So, I mean, it was still really hot. And I think that, something just happened where she got spooked and hit him upside the head with her hoof or whatever. So I guess it would it it would be why weren't you more careful, right? Why weren't you more careful? Why did you go out there that day? That was too hot out there for you to be out there, and that's probably why he asked me to go out there to help him because she was the sire of a really popular thoroughbred horse. It doesn't matter, but she was freaking wild. Like I couldn't even get on her without getting bucked off. So I just feel like we think that we can just, go up to a grizzly bear and they'll be our pet, right? We'll love them. And like, so I think that my dad, thought the same thing about her. I think she brought her a lot of healing, but I think that he trusted her too much. And this, I feel
That's
like
the
he's
depiction
answering
of
my
those
question.
cards, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I feel like he's answering my question. Like I wasn't.
Is that Queen of Wands reversed?
Yes.
And Nine
Yeah.
of Wands is, like, overconfidence and protection. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's like I was so confident and sure within myself and our connection, the horse and his connection that I wasn't protecting myself in the way that I should have been. Like I keep getting this visual of him going around her like you don't go around a horse unless you touch their butt to like let them know, hey, I'm back here. I don't know if that's exactly what happened, but yeah, that's it. Why weren't you more careful? Like she's a freaking crazy ass horse.
I feel like he's answering your question. He's like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
I wasn't more careful. That
Yeah.
was the thing. I was
Yeah.
overconfident in my." Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, and I think that's what I'm saying about love is love kind of blurs the lines. Gets us in places and spaces.
right, right.
Okay. The way I carry your memory alongside my pain is uh in my pocket everywhere. Let's see what comes out. The way I carry your memory alongside my pain. The
I mean, he
lovers.
doesn't let you put it down, so he doesn't let
No.
you put the memory
I
down, so
I couldn't put it down if I tried. Okay, two come out. The lovers strength and the Queen of Pentacles was right behind the strength in reverse.
and Queen of Pentacles came out in this one too.
But I'm okay, okay. The way I carry your memory alongside my penis. So okay, so he's saying that I am definitely I have some improvement to do. The pain that I'm still dealing with in my life right now, there is this, okay, why are you not trusting me energy to get you from still staying stuck in this place that you think is hopeless? Like you think it is, but it's not because look what's happened between us, right? And this is the mother again. Here comes the UPS truck. uh, oh God. I feel He has shown me something that I am supposed to do that is still painful in my life, and I'm not doing it. And that's what I need to do in order to continue to stay in this place of alignment is what I guess essentially continues to throw me out of alignment. Um,
Can I add
thinking
a
that
little
all hope is lost.
can I add a little bit of what I'm
Yeah,
getting?
yeah.
I feel like also he's saying you've allowed things to unfold and let him show you things. You haven't tried to define the hopeless situation, you've allowed it to transform. Like, you've said, "Okay, it's like this right now, show me what it can be next." I feel like the way you carry the memory alongside your pain is, "Okay, I trust you, show me how it's gonna unfold." You've left space for the unfolding. I feel like that's what he's trying to say with that too.
Well, yeah. I definitely have. But I also feel like I am supposed it's this constant feeling of I'm supposed to do something, you know? And that feeling in itself is the thing that I'm resisting. Like thinking that I have to do something in order to prove my worthiness.
Right, right,
There's this knowing who I am. The truth does not need to be screamed.
right, right,
So that's where I'm struggling here.
right. Yeah.
Okay, that's it. um Goodness, the vulnerability, strength in reverse. Yeah. Um, so
Let's do where you just pull the cards for each one, and then I'll write it down.
okay.
So if they were to fill out this part and they're like, "I don't know what my loved one would say," or "I don't" let's approach this as if someone doesn't wanna just guess or someone doesn't wanna fill in their own answers, like, they want an answer from their loved one, so they know it's from their loved one. So let's do 1
Okay.
card for each line.
Okay. Okay. All right. So your loved one's reply. I have always Ace of Cups in reverse. This is like love taken from you. So it's this I've always been there. You just have to be there to feel it. I have always loved you. You have to just hold the container to
Right,
flip it right side up.
right.
You believe blank. You believe that I'm mad at you, that I'm angry with you, or that you're not doing enough. This is, being inspired to do things. But whenever you okay, so I'm a fire sign, right? So whenever I know exactly what he's saying. When I feel strongly about things, I bring some fire to the table, and that can get very easily. And that's what I get the most scared of is like, if I go into this, I'm a fire sign and I can very much go, boom, and I'm afraid of my own flame. So he's telling me that I believe that I would be doing the most. But let's see what he truly thinks. You believe blank. That I was too much, right? Um, if you will. But what I truly cherished was I was willing to learn. Even though I would be a freaking smoking gun, loaded gun, I was still willing to learn and keep trying and showing up, even though I had, is it a temper? Can I say it? I was spicy.
Right, right, yeah. Angry teenage years, I get it. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. I never needed you to blank in order to love you. I never needed you to blank in order. Oh, that star card and that strength card is flipped out. I, in order to love you, wait, I never needed you to blank, blank. Prove it. I never needed you to prove it. I never needed you to. Love does not need action all the time. It just is. It just is. It's presence. You don't need to do something um,
Right.
in order to love you because I always saw potential, massive potential for you to get whatever it is that you needed. You didn't need to do anything. You just needed to accept.
Right. Right.
You worry about blank, yet I only remember blank. You worry about ah, okay. There's that flame again. You
I
worry
was just
about
about to say that. I was trying to
yeah,
see if you were gonna say it.
yeah, yeah. Um, it's like he's telling me that I do know how to. I'm seeing that play. What is that freaking Elementals? That movie, and she takes her fire and she like can do the glass blowing thing. Okay. It's kind of like even though this is inspiration and passion, a new beginning, it's almost like taking the flame and learning how to weld it
Yeah.
into something beautiful and not letting it burn down the house.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Um,
It's like
but
those people that do the fire tricks
yeah,
on the island, like, they obviously couldn't do that when they first picked up the thing, but they
yeah,
learned how to do that without burning their face off.
yeah, yeah, and they blow the
Yeah.
smoke and do oh
Yeah.
god, yeah. Um, what I want you to know, wait, you worry about, being too much, yet I only remember family, fun,
Mhm.
celebration, aligned, love you. Because I'm getting like a whole memory in my head, and that's just continuing to replay. And it's a memory that I still like talk about to this day, like where I'm like, I was not okay. I was not nice. We were in the mall and I was totally embarrassing. Like, and I just was such a spoiled brat and it was in front of everybody. And I remember him crying. I remember him being like, Bethany, this isn't you. So I think that's what, um, and that's what he's bringing to my mind. So I think that's like what we're talking about. So any memories I want to say to the viewers, any memories that are surfacing up while you're doing this and they won't stop, and you're like, we're referencing that. You're so this is the wound I didn't want to that didn't feel fair. It's not necessarily a wound from your past on loved ones that they're operating that you still carry with you. Okay. Every time you blank,
Almost like for a while you thought you had to prove to others, and then he's trying to help you realize you only had to prove to yourself that that wasn't who you were, and now you've proven that to yourself, so you can forgive
yeah,
yourself.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Wait, so what was your hold on,
Oh,
you worry about knowing what to do with your flame, yet I only remember what do you want to put there? It was 4 of wands.
oh, the good times, the good times, because that's like a celebratory energy. It's being aligned in places and spaces that make you feel like you can come, whether it's family or not. That's also family, though.
Right,
Celebrating, so good things, wonderful things. Um, which that's crazy because you remember that, Dad, but I that's why that wound, that regret that we carry, because I only think about that memory.
right.
um, what I want you to know is blank. Wait, did I do that one?
No, you didn't do that one yet.
Oh, okay. What I want you to know is blank. And this is what I got. Confusion. So truth. I want you to know your truth. And the enemy, has a funny way of distorting our truth where I'm only thinking about that memory and that terrible time when he's sitting here thinking about the good times. See how that happens?
Right.
That's what trauma, every time you blank, I feel close to you. Every time you 3 of Wands. It's like he's saying instead of looking in the past, looking ahead of me, looking to the future, looking and getting excited again about things. Wands are, action oriented. They're fire. They're taking action. Um, so it's almost like he's talking about how to transmute that through this. You can kind of see it.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so
Helps you look
every
forward instead of backwards, because when you're
yeah,
thinking of a past or loved one, you're gonna look backwards. This
yeah,
is like, we can look forward together.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Every time you look ahead, I feel close to you. Even now, I see healing and who you, the inner child, the little girl. Um, he's talking about my inner child and basically how I've let her come back out to play. And oh, I see innocence is what I'm gonna go with. Um, in the way you live. Please release. Like, he won't stop talking about this.
Are those cards glued together?
I know. What is Ah, did we plan to do shadow work today? No.
Apparently.
um, feeling like things are not going to come back in a way that they need to. That incomplete cycle. It becomes complete when we say it's complete. It doesn't have to be complete in the physical. I keep like it, I'm sure he's irritated with me because it's like I just keep going to him about the same issue over and over again. He's like,
I don't
dude.
think he's irritated with you. He had you write a whole journal so that you could do it more. He's like, "Here, let me give you some templates in case you run out."
You Oh, I'm sorry, Dad. I love you.
Feeling like things are not
Uh,
going to come back to restoration and complete cycles. Okay. Complete cycles. Okay.
oh, am I so is there so oh, sorry. My please release the the feeling that this is not going to be made whole. The feeling of the cycle or the lack of hope you feel in a certain area that it's not going to be restored, that there's not going to be restoration within it. You have always been and will always be
Hmm.
able to you do not let the energy influence you, you can influence it. You can you don't have to give people power like that. That's what he's telling me.
If you were to sum it up in a quote, what quote would you give? I have one written down. I just want to see what you say. You can blank.
I can't stay calm in places and spaces that it's like hold my frequency no matter what. And that's been the topic of me and my dad's conversation for like 3 days, which is interesting. Like it God forbid, but if there was something that was to come in that would totally trigger my emotions and I was afraid that my flame was going to just absolutely catch the whole world on fire, the it's like he's telling me that I can trust myself and my ability to be able to hold that and not let what's happening externally get me in that place.
Yeah, what I wrote was, "You can do
You
hard
can do
things."
hard things. Yeah,
That's what I was getting. Okay, so
and that's very hard.
you have always and will always be able to ha
Control
handle,
my emotions.
control
We can say it, yeah.
emotions in turmoil
And
and in peace.
yeah.
Turmoil and in peace. Okay, peace. Do you wanna, pull out one afterlife outbox and then just hide it from yourself for a minute?
Okay.
Like, I don't care if you hide it from the camera, just hide it from yourself. Like,
Okay.
pull it out, but
Okay.
then put your hand over it or something.
Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay. I'm not looking, I'm putting it under the book. Okay.
Okay. Uh, here, I'll roll.
I have a dice.
Oh, do you? Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. You wanna do
Okay.
that first before I read?
Okay. 1.
Of course. Okay. I have always loved you even when the container wasn't open yet to receive it. You believe that you're too much, but what I truly cherished was that you were willing to learn. I never needed you to prove yourself in order to love you because I always saw massive potential in you. You worry about knowing what to do with your flame, yet I only remember the good times. What I want you to know is your truth. Every time you look to the future and get excited, I feel close to you. Even now, I see you healing the little girl within and returning to innocence in the way you live. Please release feeling like things are not going to come back to restoration and complete cycles. You have always been and will always be able to control your emotions in turmoil and in peace. In my eyes, I never meant to betray you. I was just human and I loved you more than I knew how to show. You can do hard things. What's the card?
He's breaking out.
Wait, that's "Live Like You Were Dying" on that card, right? The song?
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh.
Tim McGraw, "Live Like You Were Dying." Yeah. Industry healthcare.
Mm.
I think the nurses, and I seen a nurse yesterday, and he's just confirming something that I seen yesterday with that healthcare card. That was the first thing that I thought of, and she was wearing a nursing outfit. I think they're earth angels. Anybody working in healthcare, that you need to be an earth angel in order to do that.
And
Okay.
the eggshell is like the light
Yeah.
was in there, but his death cracked it open, and then that's
Yes.
what showed you the flame.
And it's a guy with a tie on, like yeah, look at
Like
him.
this guy?
That
You
guy.
mean this one?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like right now, and it's like a double, like, thing. It's like he's helping me. I always hear "Break On Through" to the others, that song whenever I'm struggling in a certain area, and he's, like, trying to get me to the other side of this, right? And that's that too. Um, with it, there's something on this. Oh, okay. All right. Um, it's a cup of coffee
Oh.
or tea. whatever you drink. Number 3, which is self-love, and I've seen multiple 3s this morning already. And this is number 1 on the dice. So step forward even when the way isn't fully clear the glass is.
And the 3 of Wands. Yep,
Yes,
yep.
yes. And
Like
it's
this
been like
journal.
that.
Literally the journal. Step forward when the way wasn't really clear. You were like, "I'd like to do that. This could help people." And he's like, "Here you go. Let me clear the way for you. Let me give you the
Yes,
glasses."
yeah, yeah. And in a way, he's showing me through this journal that you don't need to you can look ahead with excitement, but you don't need to know what lies ahead, like impending doom wise, like dun dun dun
Right,
wise,
right,
because as you can see, these are the little surprises that they can leave us. Like I had no idea, you know. It's
right.
it's yeah. And that's I think what makes life so exciting.
Um, do the dice one more time.
Okay. 2.
I was open to the page. Leave a light on. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Do one more just so we can see what comes out, so he can pick
Okay.
a song other than that one, and we know he likes
Okay.
that one.
2 again.
Never mind.
Oh, no.
Well, number 4 is redemption song, so we'll go 2 plus 2. We
Oh.
got redemption.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so Redemption Song is about freeing your mind from mental slavery.
Perfect for this.
Yeah. Oh, I just did this, like, subconsciously. I rolled it again. It's number 4.
He's like, "Yes, I will accept that. I will accept your math."
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. Okay,
Oh, no.
so I'm gonna post this today. Today is the 9/9 portal.
Okay.
We're running the giveaway until the 11th, so if you're seeing this, um, and you would like to enter the giveaway, go to my stand.store/The Reckoning Code. The third button down, you'll see the cover of the journal, and it'll tell you how to enter. Essentially, what you do is you send a copy of your receipt of the paperback version to Bethany's email, which is listed there, and then you just fill out your name and your email saying that you did that, so we make sure we have your entry. And then on 9/11, which is the same day that Crown and Cage comes out, book 3, we're doing the drawing for this giveaway. You win an hour-long video call with Bethany and myself. We can do mediumship, tarot, we can just hang out, whatever you wanna do. We can go through the journal with you, whatever you wanna do. You win Faith Over Feelings, guidebook and deck, Afterlife Outbox deck. That's it, right?
I
Oh, and the blueprint, and the blueprint.
Yeah, I was getting I think there was something else. Okay.
There might be s yeah, there might be if everyone looks
You
on the
there's
thing.
like, it's like this big. It's like a big paragraph of prizes.
Let me actually just go to it really quick. Okay, so let's see, we have 1 hour live call, blueprint, Afterlife Outbox, Faith Over Feelings, and Faith Over Feelings journal, September 11th. Oh, and the other thing was if you leave a review, that's a second entry. So 1 entry for the paperback version and 1 entry if you leave a review. Obviously, you won't be able to get the book if you order it now before the 11th, but you saw it, so you can leave a review.
Yeah.
Um, that's yeah. Anything else you wanna say?
No, no, I kinda wanna read that one thing that's in the back for them.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what
the yeah.
wait, is it the back or the front? I forget. Hold on.
The text message on the back.
Oh, yeah. The greatest gift that I could leave with anyone, seriously, would be that they realize that they truly aren't alone, that you guys realize that you're truly not alone. Never. In fact, they are way closer than you can even begin to phantom. And the best thing that I can say, and you hear us say all the time, is please look within, not just for healing, not just for God, okay, for them too. Everything is there.
You should read the one in the front too,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
the question one too, page 2, ironically. Of course.
Oh, there it is. Okay. It's essentially the same thing. Well, no, not really, but, like, I want you to look back when your past on loved one died. My main question to anyone picking up this journal is how long or how soon after when your loved one died was it that you noticed massive shifts and changes in your life? That was them helping you see from their lens. Everything changed when they died because so did you, because now it's not just you navigating this realm, it's both of you as a team. Please look and see the catalyst, the towers, I mean, just the all of a sudden breakups, the all of a sudden shifts, all of a sudden this person's not talking anymore. Why? Why?
You've been given a new set of lenses.
Yeah, and a lot of people's spiritual awakening, and I've talked to a lot of people about this. All of their spiritual awakenings does not happen until after that one pass on loved one that they were really close to goes over there. And it's just too
Right,
much for the brain to handle because you're like, "Oh my god, I'm seeing things from over there." Yeah, you're seeing the other side through them.
right,
And it can be
right,
scary if you don't please heal. Though that is another thing because if you don't incorporate it in your healing while you're going through a spiritual awakening, that is one of the biggest things that I've learned. It's dark and it's scary and you can go into psychosis. And that's the other thing that I just really want people to know is please just be careful or at
right.
least honor your feelings. Feel them. It's very scary.
It's like if you keep this light, these are balanced, but if this becomes very heavy, it's almost like your heart feels far away from you, like it gets too
Yes.
far.
Yes, yes, and you're seeing things through a lens before you're doing your healing, so you're seeing a lot of dark stuff. But
Right,
whenever you go through that spiritual awakening after you've done some healing, you can see this just I mean, it's a pouring in of love. And they will take you through it, both the dark and the light. They'll take you through it.
right, right. Oh.
It really
I
is.
love it so much, so
I do
much. So
too.
everyone go check it out. I also recommend as you go through it, and she did write about this in the beginning, but I know some people don't always read those beginning pages. There's a recommendation to kind of create your own little playlist as you go. So, like, let's say you do this one, and as you're doing it, you have 3 or 4 songs that come to mind. Open Spotify or Apple Music, whatever you use, and start to generate a little playlist. By the end of the book, you'll have essentially a playlist that your loved one helped you generate. So that's another really important addition that you can use with that. So thank you everyone for watching. Go get a journal. Make sure that you please, if you do get one before the 11th, please enter the giveaway. I would not want you to miss out on that. I've never done a live reading with a friend as a giveaway before, so you get to be first. Yeah. Thank you
That'll be
everyone for
my first
watching.
one.
Bye.